What the frick is up, guys? So today I will be talking about the old big 3 K-pop companies which included YG back then. So let's just get started and move to the hot tea. YG is pretty much known for neglecting his idols. For example, CL, Blackpink's Lisa, Park Bom, ex-icon member BI and many more. Let's start off with Blackpink. Blackpink is probably known mostly as the group of models that are having a comeback only once a year. They are not giving them a single credit. Jennie even said she writes songs in her notebook that sometimes disappears. I'm not even going to start about the hate, because YG is doing completely nothing about it. Another case is CL's, which is more complicated than Lisa's. CL called out YG after literally ignoring her messages. YG Entertainment's Hyun-suk uploaded a screenshot of an article that covered Sexism's Yoon Ji-won being nice to Blackpink's Jisoo on a recent episode of Unexpected Q. Hyun-suk wrote, "This is how Yoon Ji-won usually is. I like people who are the same people inside as they are on the outside." He concludes the post with the notion, "We should get to recording soon." That's when CL lost her cool and decided to comment under YG's photo, "What about me? Boss, please return my texts." This happened in 2018, 2 years ago. Since that time we didn't get any her comeback until she decided to leave YG. CL have released 6 unreleased songs on her own. After CL left YG, he decided to pay back with deleting her songs from YouTube. Apparently CL had to pay a big amount of money to get her songs back. But going back to the time when she was under YG, let's move back to the Olympics. CL had to do her own makeup, fixed her own outfit, and as well had her backup dancers looking for hairstyles online to style their hair for the Olympics performance. She received completely zero help from her own agency. I noticed a lot of people have already talked about Blackpink's mismanagement here. You can watch my video about Blackpink's mismanagement. So I decided to talk about Winner and iKON since no one really talks about them, to be honest. 2014. Winner has brought up multiple songs such as Empty, Coloring, and Don't Flirt to mega hit at the same time, receiving praise as the next big YG rookie after Big Bang. However, Winner had a long hiatus of approximately a year and a half until they released their next album, Exit. Instead of leading Winner to continue on their sweeping upturn, YG put more effort into iKON's debut, resulting in Winner losing their opportunity to rise to the next level. After a long wait, Winner released their mini-album last February, but YG wrapped up Winner's activities in just a month. After wrapping up their activities, Winner tried to make up to their saddened fans by appearing on TV via JTBC's entertainment show Half Moon Friends for 3 months. However, what the fans really wanted to see wasn't Winner taking care of children but Winner singing on stage. If it comes to iKON, all we know is that YG treated them differently after having a successful comeback with Love Scenario. In an interview on the 2nd of August, the members were asked if YG Entertainment's treatment changed after having the hit song. Yoon Hyung answered, "Yang Hyun-suk boss bought us a delicious meal for the first time after Love Scenario did well." BI added, "A group chat with boss was created after Love Scenario. Before then, he had a scary, uneasy image to us, but he's very playful to us now. We're thankful that he's trying to treat us more comfortably." SM was always treating Chinese idols differently than the Korean ones. For example, SM has repeatedly used the excuse of his limited Korean skills to cap Winwin's line distribution in songs, but that doesn't explain his short screen time in MVs, considering his position in the group as lead dancer. Henry, a Canadian artist of Hong Kong and Taiwanese parentage, made his first appearance in Super Junior's 2007 song Don't Don as a solo violin player during a break in the song. Despite the only 13 fan backlash at the supposed prospect of a new member, he and Xiaomi were later recruited for Super Junior M, a subunit debuting in 2008 who would release music in Mandarin, aiming to succeed in the Chinese music market. So while Henry himself is from Canada, he and Xiaomi were added to Super Junior to help SM expand in China. However, although most fans grew to accept Henry and Xiaomi over time and some even wondered why they weren't added to the main group, especially with the loss of several members over the next few years, the two idols were largely inactive outside of any Super Junior M promotions. These were in China, too. So from the beginning, both had a limited chance of establishing their reputation as artists in Korea. Super Junior's Geng was the first Chinese artist in SM to leave the company, filing a lawsuit over mistreatment in 2009 because of their unfair activity scheduling, which has caused him gastritis and kidney illness. Through Geng's legal representative, the lawsuit to terminate his exclusive contract was filed on the 21st with the Seoul District Court. According to the litigation, Geng has not even been given a single rest day per week after debut. It has been said, because of the recent continuous overseas activities etc., it has almost been 2 years since he last rested. He has been rushing schedules. All this while, due to contract obligations and heavy penalties, even during bad health, he was not to skip any scheduled activities. Han Kyung's side emphasized, because of these kind of health problems, he has continuously put forward requests to rest, but has always been rejected. They added, except for when they started their performances in 2006. At other times, he had to stay in Korea. Through their manager, Geng requested from SM for leave to return to China to rest, but he was rejected every single time. SM has proven literally thousands of times that they hate women. Here's just a few examples. One of them is Super M. Now we all know it was supposed to be the Avengers of K-pop and all, but why does it have to be a boy group but not a girl group? We will probably never know, but I can bet my last $3 it's because of SM hating on women. Sorry, not sorry, but that's the truth. Another thing we can observe is that SM pays more attention to boy groups rather than girl groups. They are giving boy groups better promotions, better outfits, better comebacks. Meanwhile FX didn't have a comeback in 5 years. Yes, you heard me right. It's been 5 years. FX. Amber has left a message on Instagram sharing with her fans extremely personal and sensitive details about her feelings. The post talks about how she's completely exhausted and feels like she's been taken advantage of. She discusses being neglected and taken advantage of in the post. It also took so long for FX's fans to have an official name. Girls' Generation had an official lightstick after 10 years. Let's move back to 3 years ago with Red Velvet. A reality show is still nowhere to be found. They thought re-uploading the Twitter Live thing in small parts will make people think that they have no variety show appearance whatsoever. If they did appear on a variety show, then it was a boring one where they got like 2 minutes of screen time. Almost to no fan meetings for the Russian roulette comeback. And comeback lasted only like 2 weeks long, even though their comeback kept getting delayed to make way for the Rookie Boys. Even the girls themselves spoke up about how badly they were treated on the radio. During Zimzalabim era, people thought SM didn't even try to give them a proper comeback, saying it's a joke or that they are disappointed, even though Zimzalabim is actually a really interesting song when you get into it. But anyways, we have to agree the styling was not the best. JYP groups are constantly racing with schedules extremely dense. In just a short time, JYP made a notice about 2 idols who had to temporarily stop activities because of their health issues, Minna, Twice, and Han, Stray Kids, which made fans worried. JYP continued to send fans information that the youngest GOT7, UGM, will not participate in the MBC Music Festival, which will take place on the 31st of December, 2019 because of health problems. Specifically, UGM went to the doctor for examination and was advised to take a break during this time. The original text of JYP's notice to the fans was as follows. Hello. This is JYP Entertainment. This is a notice that UGM, GOT7, will not be participating in scheduled activities for health reasons. It is on the 30th and 31st of December. UGM will not record in advance and will not participate in the live broadcast at MBC Music Festival. On the advice of a doctor, he should rest well and focus on recovering. This decision to be absent because of the artist's health issues should be a top priority. So we urge you to understand this. We apologize for causing concern to fans who have been expecting artists. We will consider the health of the artists a top priority and focus on recovery. Thank you. Those who follow GOT7 know that the boys have been working non-stop during the past time. After the end of the tour, GOT7 2019 World Tour keeps spinning, going through 7 countries and regions. GOT7 continues to come back with You Calling My Name on November 4, 2019. The boys continued to practice for the year end stages and were busy preparing for their upcoming 2020 tour. Perhaps because of overtraining, UGM has encountered some health problems. JYP said that he will try his best to create conditions and give top priority to recovering for GOT7 member. After the end of the tour, GOT7 continued to make a comeback with You Calling My Name on November 4, 2019. JYP is a company that is full of favoritism and unfairness. Jackson about JYP. We, GOT7, arrived at the sets and saw Park Jin-young, JYP, and at the same times he look at us. We thought he's going to greets us first, but then he go to Suzy and greets her. Jackson adds again that with Suzy, JYP greeting is different, hugs and very full of love, but with GOT7 dart it's just like, hey, you came. He then adds again it's always like that. Suzy, GOT7, yeah, he literally stated that Suzy, GOT7 in the company. T-Ian shades a lots on JYP, but the most memorable one to me might be the fact that he said that JYP is unfair and the staff worker is underappreciated. You can see that JYP puts more effort and mainly focuses on Twice because they are making the most money out of his all groups. Twice has the most comebacks, meanwhile other groups are having like 1 or 2 comebacks a year and that's it.